Scorpio, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading, back with me again, Anisa from Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So, I don't normally usually do weekly reading, but because I haven't done, a few readings in 3 months, I think. So I thought to myself, like, why don't we just do weekly? And then after that, like for 3 to 4 weeks, or probably we just do it in August. And then after that, we'll go back to our bi-weekly, all right? But before I start, I will have to say that this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or in Venus sign, because for me personally, I realized that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, but probably because my Venus is in the 8th house. I don't really know, but if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Oh, looks like I'm not the only person who's been having like a hard July. Because I thought I was the only person who was going through it, you know what I mean? Death card in reverse. So now I'm just reading your past and 5 of Wands. Whoa. So we have 2 masculine battles going on in here. 5 of Wands and also the Emperor here. Who in their right mind would have thought to try to trample on a Scorpio? You'll be met with this 5 of Wands. Like, you don't dare do that with a Scorpio, right? Because I got Mars in Scorpio. My dad is a Scorpio, and I had a best friend who had already passed away, but he's also a Scorpio, and you don't do these type of things to him. Like, there is a way for you to get Scorpio to understand you or to do exactly what you want, but definitely not an Emperor type of way. So anyway, what's your overall energy for the now? You have the 2 of Wands in reverse, you have the 6 of Swords, and you also have the Justice card. So in a way that I feel like in this particular, weeks or month, like I feel like your focus right now is to bring balance back into your life, to bring the equilibrium back into becoming equal, because you feel like in this relationship, there is no equal give and take in there. Yeah, and then you're no longer wanting to put in any effort because you have the 2 of Wands in reverse in here, and 2 of Wands, if it's an upright position, is like this. If it's in reverse, meaning that you are refusing to do that. So, and what you're doing is to basically go and find a peace of mind, because you're trying to bring balance back into your life here with the Justice card in your overall energy. And what's challenging, you have the Emperor, and you also have the Chariot card. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Aries, Cancer, air sign, fire sign, earth sign. I mean, you get all signs here, or even a Scorpio yourself, yeah? But this person in the past, this person has had like a lot of trust issues when it comes to you. And that is why they've done something that you see to be not so reliable, if that makes sense. So I kind of like am curious, why is this person having trust issues with you? Kenapa ini orang Queen of Swords? You know what? Because why is this person having trust issues with you? Because deep down inside, this person is very committed to you. When things are great between the both of you, your relationship with them was able to make them feel on top of the world. With the 6 of Wands in here, it kind of made them feel very victorious. It lifted up their ego. That song, God is a Woman? If you're dealing with the woman, your ways of probably sexing them or courting them or having a relationship with them was able to make them feel so good about themselves. And that's why they're so committed to you, and they're scared, basically. The Queen of Swords, they're just basically kind of like quite scared. And they feel like the type of commitment that they're thinking of in comparison to you is kind of like quite different. So that is why they did what they did, which is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, meaning that they did something that you see it to be unreliable. You see a little bit of a pattern of inconsistency, or you feel like this person is kind of like quite dropping you off. But one of the reasons why they're doing this is because the 8 of Swords. So this relationship is taking a toll on their mental state too, And then they kind of like wanting to change you in some ways. There are certain habit or patterns that they didn't like in you, and they kind of like force you to change. And you're refusing to do that, so because you feel like this person is also the same like that. So if you want me to change, like, why can't you just change yourself? Like, we gotta meet somewhere in the middle, right? So yeah, and the way that they come to you is kind of like quite wrong, you know, with that Emperor card there. So let's see what's going on in the now. 5 kartu masa sekarang. I mean, Sherry card in reverse in the overall challenge kind of like talks about, you know, Sherry always has something, a destination in which they really want the focus go there. And I feel like both of you are not going on the same direction. And the Emperor card talks about one person feels like their direction is the best and one person feels like their direction is the best. Basically, you're having a fight of masculine versus masculine. They're being very, very masculine with the Emperor card there. They withdrew, they stopped making effort, they became unreliable, or they literally kind of like promised to do something and then they did not do it, or they completely cut off communication altogether. It's because they're trying to convey a message, something that you know what that is. I don't like, you know, like we Scorpio, I have a Scorpio Mars. Yeah. So when people try to do these things to me, like, I know what you're doing, but I'm not going to show that I know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. So you know what they're trying to do. You know what type of message that they're trying to convey, but you just don't like the way that they do it. And that makes sense. So let's see what's going on in the present moment. 5 kartu masa sekarang. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Swords. This person is hurt. This person is hurt. This person wants to let go of that attachment of you, want to let go of their feelings of you, but they're still dealing with their hurts. King of Cups in reverse. Full card in reverse. You're not doing anything. You're not taking a giant leap of faith. You're not putting in any type of effort at all. But you're still, yeah, you have the Queen of Cups in here. I mean, if they were to come to you in a manner that is nicer, you know, if they were to come to you in like a vulnerable way, you would understand them. You have the Queen of Cups. You really want to understand them. You're a great listener. You really want to do it. But the thing is that because they were like that in the past, you're like, no, I'm not doing it. It brushes your ego in the wrong way, in the wrong direction. And this person is hurt. This person is having like a lot of battle with they're having like a lot of inner battle. They want to hate you so bad, but they just couldn't because it keeps hurting themselves. All these things that they're bottling up, you know, the way that they withdrew from you, the unspoken words is what's actually killing them on the inside. So let's see what's going on in the future. I might want to clarify some cards though. Sekarang. Masa depan, sorry. Magician card in reverse. Look why. Knight of Wands, the Wheel of the Year. Four of Cups. Knight of Chalices. Bottom of your deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles and also the High Priestess. So in the future, I mean, I kind of want to know, why is it so hard for them to be straight up? Kenapa ini orang masih the Magician card in reverse? Yeah, kenapa ini orang Three of Swords? Kenapa ini orang sakit? King of Wands. I mean, they did not expect you to be having a masculine energy back at them, to be having this type of energy. The Five of Wands. You know what I mean? They were not expecting you to fight back, if that makes sense. Wait a second, I have so many notifications. But anyway, they were not expecting you to fight back. They were not expecting you to be so stubborn in your decisions of You know, you don't want me, fine, I don't want you back. You want to give me a silent treatment, fine, I'm going to give you a silent treatment back. You want to do passive aggressive, fine, I'm going to ignore you. Like, you're done with that type of things, right? And they did not expect you to be doing that. So they're pretty hurt right now. Their ego is bruised also, and they're having like a lot of inner conflict deep within themselves. I feel like, wait a minute, ini nanti siapa nih? But you have the Wheel of the Year here. You have the Wheel of the Year here. So I cannot give you like a specific scenario, but I just feel like in the future, there's going to be a time where you guys are going to be forced to talk, but it's going to be very superficial because you have the Knight of Wands from their part and Knight of Chalices from your part. Can you see it? Is it focusing? No, it's not. It's going to be a very, very superficial kind of talk. So, hi, how are you doing? Oh my God, you look so great. I love it when you wear that dress. Yeah. So how have you been doing? You know, stuff like that. It's just something about the stars alignment somehow, you know, like just made you meet with one another. So it could be like you walk down the grocery stores and then you meet this person, or you go traveling and then you meet this person, or you left your shirt in their place and you gotta ask for it, or they left their shirt in your place and they gotta have for it. Or if you're working in a working space, like your boss is going to make you work with them more often and stuff like that. It's just, you know, like it's just meant to be like, it kind of like has been forced to interact with one another. And actually, when the time comes, that Wheel of the Year happens, you know, when you guys are forced to be met with one another, you were supposed to be clearing off the air, but I can still see, even in the future, the same pattern keeps on happening. Why? Because it's getting superficial, you know? They have a Knight of Wands, you guys, and a Knight of Chalices. There's no deep talk. There's no, look, what is really the problem? You want to know why I actually did this way? Because I knew exactly what you were trying to do. Like, you don't want to open that conversation, and they don't want to open that conversation as well, because they're still Magician card in reverse. And you're tired of it. You're the Four of Cups. Like, you're really tired of it. You're like, I can read through you, and I'm tired of all these things. I can see right through, and I'm not in the mood to be playing these games. You know, you'd be like that. Saya mau tahu ini. And one of the reason why, okay, well, kenapa maksudnya Magician card in reverse ini mereka ngapain? They're torn even in the future. See, they're torn even in the future. Like they have so many questions that they want to ask you. Like, how have you been? Where have you been going? Are you dating somebody else? What happened in the past? Why did you fall back to me? Didn't you understand what I felt? Why are you distancing yourself away from me? Is there somebody else? Have you moved on from me? Is there still hope? They have all these questions inside of their head. And so do you, actually. But you're ready to talk about it. But you just don't want to be the first person who initiate the conversations, to be vulnerable. But if they were to come to you in a very vulnerable manner, like, you're ready to talk things through. But this person in the future is going to be like kind of like quite, you know, Magician card in reverse. Like, they're trying to get information out of you by being a little bit manipulative. Like, it's going to be kind of like superficial. And you're just kind of like quite tired about it. Like, they still have hopes. They still have feelings. They have like a lot of questions. They don't really know how to formulate that, how to express those. They're scared of being vulnerable because I mean, to be fair, they don't know where they stand in your life in the future. You know, they have the Moon card in here. They don't know you again. It's like they get awkward when they meet you. They get awkward when they talk to you. You know, when you're in a good relationship, like, you don't even have to think about what to talk about, right? But this person, when it comes to you, this person gets awkward because of the lot of things that this person is feeling on the inside. So yeah. So that opportunity is going to present itself, but unless the pattern changes, then the result will not change too. Okay? So I think that's it for my reading if you're dealing with one person, and what happens if you're dealing with two people. If you're dealing with two people, I feel like with person A, you're done forever. Because in the past, this person was the Queen of Swords. This person was kind of like quite closed off. You tried to get over this person. You tried always to transform. You tried always to get over this person, but you just couldn't because this person haunts you on the inside. This person too, the more they hate you, the more they think about you, the more that your energy is present in them. And I feel like you're going to be able to feel them more at night. In the now, I feel like you guys are no longer wanting to take that giant leap of faith with them. I don't feel like you guys are that emotionally available towards them anymore as much as you did in the past. And person A already is trying to let you go now, yeah? And then in the future, I don't understand why. Magician card in reverse, no stuff. And then, okay, person A is going to be doing, well, I would have to straight up. If person A is somebody that you're still very much interested in, this person is not kind of like quite healthy for you because this person has a Seven of Swords and also the Nine of Chalices. And Nine of Chalices, especially in this traditional Rider-Waite, in this Golden Universal, is like I specifically intended this card for a little bit of a narcissistic trait, not disorder, but just trait. Little bit of narcissism trait. And in the future, I feel like this person is going to be doing like a little bit of a hovering method towards you. It's either they're going to be liking your posts on Facebook or on Instagram, or they're just going to have like this hovering method just to see or just to know whether there's still hope for them. They're going to be doing it in a very, very sleek way. You're kind of tired about it. You're a Scorpio, like you could see right through, right? Like I have Mars in Scorpio, I could see right through. So yeah, so that's person A. And then person B is somebody who you rejected in the past. This person actually really liked you in the past. This person sees you as a very long commitment, material person and everything like that. But because you went through a lot with person A, and then, it was pretty awful for you on your mental space, I feel like you didn't really entertain person B. Person B is hurt because of the fact that they know that you rejected them, but for some reasons you're starting to grow feelings for this person. And I feel like in the future you guys are going to have a period where you're the Knight of Chalices, so you're going to be very charming, you're going to be very flirtatious, and they're going to, kind of like want to ask you out. So you're going to be much more, and this is getting very, very detailed, but in the future, like with person B, you're going to be much more of a, sweet talk person and then touches type of person, whereas person B is going to be much more of, let's do this. Like, they're going to add more fun into the relationship, whereas you guys are going to be adding more of the lovey-dovey and then the emotional stuff of the relationship, if that makes sense. Okay? So I think that's it from my reading for you, Scorpio. It's so long for a weekly reading, but anyway, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye-bye.